Hello students, welcome to English online class. In today's class, let us learn how to write direct and indirect speech, how to convert direct speech to indirect speech. Then what is this direct speech and indirect speech? These are the two ways to say about the conversation or saying someone else said in the past. These are the two ways we are using to say the someone's words they said in the past. Dear students, what is direct speech and what is indirect speech? Let us know. The actual words, the real words of the speaker, they are called as a direct speech. Okay, the actual words of the speaker, they are called as the direct speech or the real words of the speaker. Then what is indirect speech? The indirect speech is not the real words of the speaker. Okay, and here in the indirect speech we are using the substance of the speaker's real words and we are reporting. Here the words are not important, but what the message that is important. What's the message that is important? So the indirect speech is also called as a reported speech. Okay, reporting someone's words. For example, now the newspaper and the news channels, they are reporting us someone's conversation, someone's speech, etc. So while using or while reporting, they are using the way to say the actual words or to report the actual words to the audience. Okay, so here the students, reporting speech in the sense reporting the actual words of the speaker. Fine. Look at the example here. Suma said, I have dental appointment. This is a sentence. Okay, and here this is the direct speech. Why? Because Suma said, and I have dental appointment. Here think that you are Suma is your friend and you call her to dine with you or to go out with you, and Suma denies because she has an appointment with the doctor. That's why she says, I have dental appointment. And here this is direct speech. How to write that in indirect speech? Look at here. Suma said that she had dental appointment. Suma said that she had dental appointment. Look, there is a difference between direct speech and indirect speech. How can you make out? Simple differences you can make out. Here in indirect speech you can see the inverted commas. Always the direct speech will be in inverted commas. Okay, the dialogue or the conversation, the real words of the speaker, that will be in inverted commas, and that is called direct speech. In the reported speech, here you can see there is no inverted comma used, and we have used that here, and also we have used the substances from the direct speech, and here we have said she had a dental appointment. Dear students, one more thing you observe. Here while writing the reported speech or while transforming the direct speech into indirect speech, we have to do some changes, and those changes are compulsory according to the situation that we have to do. And what are those changes? The first thing is this pronoun. Look at in the direct speech. Here I have dental appointment. Who said this? Suma said this. I refers to whom? Refers to Suma. And here in the place of I, she is referred. The pronoun is changed. First person to third person. Okay. Why? Because in reported speech, while reporting, we are using the third person pronoun. Okay. So Suma said that she had, and the next change is the tense, the change in the tense or the back shift in the tense. How this is shift from one tense to another tense? Yes students, it's very easy. If the direct speech is in present tense, then of course the indirect speech will be in the past tense. If the direct speech is in past tense, then the indirect speech will be in a past perfect tense. And if the direct speech is in past perfect tense, you are not supposed to change the tense in a indirect speech. You have to keep the tense same as it is in the indirect speech too. Okay, don't get confused. These things you have to make clear, then you will understand this reported speech very clearly. So here, look at here. Had dental appointment. In the direct speech, the tense is a simple present tense. I have dental appointment. I have dental appointment. Suppose if you write, I have dental appointment today. Suma said that she had a dental appointment that day. Okay. Here, have is the tense. I said no. Simple present tense. Simple present tense became a simple past tense in the reported speech. I said from present to past. If the direct speech is in present tense, then you have to write the indirect speech is in a past tense. Okay. Here, Suma said that she had a dental appointment. Suppose if we add the time expression here, I have dental appointment today. If it is like this, then Suma said that she had a dental appointment that day. Suma said that she had a dental appointment that day. Here time expression is also changed. That today became that day. Similarly, tomorrow becomes next day and yesterday becomes the previous day. Okay, and ago becomes before. Okay, like this the change in the time expression. So three types of change or three changes we have to do while writing the direct speech into indirect speech. What are the three changes? Change of pronoun, change of tense and change of time expressions or place expressions. Okay, time and place expression. These three things we have to change while writing the direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, and here we have removed the inverted comma and we added that. And also dear students, while writing the reporting reporting speech, the reporting verb is very important. This is called as reporting verb. Okay, this is called as reporting verb. So, three changes we have to do: pronoun, tense, time and place expressions. Dear students, here I have written some of the examples. Along with me, even you try to find the answer to these questions. First one I will do, and later you try to find the answer, then you watch the video and find the answer. For example, here Sarah said, I like ice cream. So you must remember that you have to do these three changes. So I will write the answer here. Sarah said that I becomes what? Sarah said that she. This is in present tense, simple present tense. So we have to write in simple past tense. Sarah said that she liked ice cream. What did you add here? You added that. And you changed the pronoun, also you changed the tense. Sarah said that she liked ice cream. Okay, Sarah said that she, in the place of I you wrote she, like, the tense changed, so liked and ice cream. She liked ice cream. Okay, now the second sentence. Sandeep said, I am learning to play the keyboard. Dear students, I am learning. It is in present continuous tense. Since it is in present continuous tense, what you have to write? You have to write in a past continuous tense, right? Okay, how to write in past continuous tense? Sandeep said that, I becomes what? It refers to Sandeep. He's a boy. So, Sandeep said that he, and is the helping verb, right? What should be here the helping verb in past tense? Was. He was, Sandeep said that he was learning to play the keyboard. He was learning to play the keyboard. Sandeep said that he was learning to play the keyboard. Next sentence. My son is graduating next week. She said with great excitement. So here she said with great excitement. It is referred at the end. We are not writing that in the reported speech at the end. We have to write this in the beginning. And how? She said that, she said with great excitement that, with great excitement that, she said with great excitement that my son becomes what? Here my son refers to whom? She, right? My refers to this lady. So what we have to write? Her son. Here my son becomes her son. Look at the situation. My son is graduating next week. She said with great excitement. She said with great excitement that her son is becomes what? Was, right? Present to past. Present continuous, it becomes a past continuous. Was graduating next week. Here the time expression you can write next week or the following week. Next week also you can write, or you can write following week. Both expressions are correct here. Okay. Now let us move on to the fourth example. I quit my job a week ago. He confessed to his wife. In which tense is this? Yes, it is in a past tense, right? A week ago. When you read this, you will come to know that it is in a past tense. I quit my job a week ago. He confessed to his wife. So I said you have to change what? The tense. Have present to past tense to past perfect, and past perfect will remain same in the indirect speech itself. So if the direct speech is in present tense, you have to write the indirect speech is in a past tense. If the direct speech is in past tense, you have to write the indirect speech in a past perfect tense. And if the direct speech is in past perfect tense, then you have to write the indirect speech also in a past perfect tense itself. So here this is in a past tense, simple past. So in which tense you have to write? Yes, of course, you have to write in a past perfect tense. So how to write? Answer is he confessed to his wife that he confessed to his wife that, here I refers to whom? This he, right? So he confessed to his wife that he quit. Past tense. Here it is past tense. How to write the past perfect of this? had quit. He confessed to his wife that he had quit his, my becomes his, quit his job a week before. Ago becomes what? Before. Look at here. He confessed to his wife that the pronouns changed. I became he, then my became a his. Then time expression. Ago became a before here. He confessed to his wife that he had quit his job a week before. Next, look at the fifth question. Hema did not come to school yesterday. Hema did not come to school yesterday. The headmaster told me. How to write? This is also in which tense? It is in a past tense. Did not come. The headmaster told me that Hema, it is in the past tense, no? In which tense we have to write? Just we wrote in the previous. Yes, of course, we have to write in a past perfect tense, right? So here, how to write this in a past perfect tense? Did not becomes what? Had not. The headmaster told me that Hema hadn't or had not come to school. Hema had not come to school. Yesterday becomes the previous day. Okay, had not come to school the previous day. The previous day. Headmaster told me that Hema had not come to school the previous day. Yesterday becomes previous day. So the time expression here. Okay, the time expression. Also there is a change in pronoun and tense too. Okay, next let us see the sixth question. The kid told his parents, I was watching TV and the power went out. It's little challenging, tricky question. How to write in a reported speech? The kid told his parents that he was watching. It is the past continuous tense, right? Past continuous. So when there is past continuous tense, how to write? Here we have to write he had been watching. The kid told his parents that he had been watching TV. He had been watching TV and the power went out. Went out in the sense it is the past tense. So we have to write the past perfect tense. TV and the power had gone out. The power had gone out. Okay, the power had gone out. The kid told his parents that he had been watching TV and the power had gone out. So these, like this, we are writing the direct speech into indirect speech or reported speech. Let us see some more examples. Yes, the next example is, I have seen the movie 3 times already. I explained. I have seen. So I have seen. Which tense? Present perfect tense, right? So we have to write in a past perfect tense. So how can we write? I explained that. I explained that. I had. See here, since here I explained, we are not changing here the pronoun. Why? Because we are only the same person, the first person itself, he is reporting. I explained that I had seen the movie. I had seen the movie 3 times already. I explained that I had seen the movie 3 times already. 3 times already. Okay. Next question. Let us look at the next question. We have been waiting for over 2 hours. They complained. We have been waiting for over 2 hours. Here, look at the tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Which tense? Present perfect continuous tense. We have to write in past perfect continuous tense. We have been waiting for over 2 hours. They complained. So how to write? They complained that. They complained that. We becomes what? They. They complained that they had been. They have been becomes what? Had been. They had been waiting for. They had been waiting for over 2 hours. They have been waiting for over 2 hours. Next question. I will pick you up at the airport tomorrow. I'll pick you up at the airport tomorrow. He promised. How to write this in a reported speech? I will pick you up. This is what the modal is used, or this is a future sentence. I'll pick you up at the airport tomorrow. How to write this? The will form takes its past form, that is, he promised. He promised that. He promised that. I becomes what? He. He promised that he would pick. He would pick. You becomes me. So I will pick you up at the airport. I'll pick you up at the airport tomorrow. He promised. So here, when you talk, this I will pick you up. These are the words of him, and you refers to whom? The person who is speaking or reporting. Okay. He promised that he would pick me up. Pick me up at the airport. At the airport. Tomorrow becomes what? The next day. Airport, the next day. The next day. He promised that he would pick me up at the airport the next day or the following day. You can write the following day too. Following day. Now, look at the one more example. I would like to buy this necklace, she told to the shop assistant. I would like to buy this necklace, she told the shop assistant. How to write that in a reported speech? Which tense is used? Though it is the modal is used, it's in a past tense itself, right? The past form. So we are not changing the tense. We are writing as it is in the in the direct speech. So here she told the shop assistant, she told the shop assistant that she told the shop assistant that she would like to buy, she would like to buy, this necklace becomes that necklace, this becomes that. So the she told the shop assistant that she would like to buy that necklace, this necklace becomes that necklace. Then next 11th one, the girl said, my brother and I are going to have pizza tonight. The students here see, my brother and I are going to have pizza tonight. Here whatever, if we are saying including us, we are saying or we are referring us at the end. Okay, for example, see here, the girl said my brother and I. It's not usually not it doesn't look nice when we say I and my brother. Instead we are using my brother and I are going to have pizza tonight. So here are going, present continuous tense. So have to write the girl said that, the girl said that. Now while writing, what are we writing? We are not writing her brother and she, but we are writing the girl said that she and her brother, she and her brother are becomes what? Were going to going to have pizza tonight becomes what? That night. Okay, that night. The girl said that she and her brother were going to have pizza that night. So this is the reported speech of this direct speech. Now look at the one more question. I can speak 4 languages, Mahesh boasted. Okay, here the modal is used here. I can speak 4 languages, Mahesh boasted. And while writing, we have to write the form of this verb. So how to write? Mahesh boasted. Mahesh boasted that. I becomes what? He. He could speak 4 languages. Mahesh boasted that he could speak 4 languages. Okay, so here these are the this is the answer for this question. I can speak 4 languages. Mahesh boasted. Mahesh boasted that he could speak 4 languages. Dear students, one thing I want to tell you here. Look at this sentence, 10th sentence, and this sentence, and here yes. Okay, let me take in the previous examples also there are, and look at these 2 sentences. I would like to buy this necklace, she told the shop assistant. The girl said, my brother and I are going to have pizza tonight. So here told and say or tell and say. Told and said. Okay, I am talking about these two. When you write told, you have to write the indirect subject. Okay, you have to write the indirect subject. In the sense, he told the shop assistant. You need an indirect object there. Okay, but while saying, the girl said, to whom it is not required. So remember, if you want to say who said to whom, then you have to write told. If you want to say that someone is saying something, then you have to say said or says. Okay, so don't get confused. If you want to use an indirect object, then you have to write told. If you don't want to use an indirect object, then you have to write say or said. So while writing told, you have to say to whom it is told, not to whom it is said. It is told to someone. It is said. Just okay. So have the understand the difference between told and said. Okay. If you want to refer the indirect object here, you have to write told. If you don't want to use the indirect object, then you have to write said. These are the main things we have to remember. And whatever these questions we discussed, they are all assertive sentences or declarative sentences. We are going to change the questions, in the sense interrogative sentences, then imperative sentences and interjection. We are going to change imperatives and interrogative sentences too. So let us look, or let us learn to change the imperative and interrogative sentences into the reported speech in the next class.
Hello students, welcome to English online class. Dear students, in the previous class we discussed and we learned some of the exercises while writing the direct speech into reported speech or indirect speech. In the last class we discussed only the statements or the declarative sentences. One type of sentences we had seen how to write it in a reported speech or indirect speech. Dear students, in today's class, let us learn how to write the questions or the interrogative sentences in reported speech. So there is nothing different from writing statements or declarative sentence into reported speech to writing interrogative sentence to reported speech. Okay. So dear students, here some changes we have to make from declarative sentence to interrogative sentence while writing in the reported speech. So what are those changes we have to take place or we have to do? Let us see in today's class, and let us learn some of the exercises of writing the interrogative sentences into the reported speech. Okay, so reporting question or interrogative sentences. Fine. What are the rules we have to follow while writing the reporting questions or interrogative sentence to reported speech? Use question report verb. We have to use the reporting verb, that is the question reporting verb. In the sense, ask, question, inquire. These are called as question report verb or question reporting verb. So always the questions are asked, right? The questions cannot be said or it cannot be told. The questions are always asked. That's why we have to use the question reporting verb such as asked, inquired, question. These are the question reporting verb. The first thing is that. And the second thing is we have to change pronoun, tense and place and time expressions as we did in the declarative sentences. Then the important thing here is in writing the interrogative sentence into reported speech, we have to change the word order. Remember, we have to change the word order. What is this word order? We have to change the question order into statement. Okay, so how the question order or the word order of the question, that is first WH word, then what comes, then helping verb comes, then what comes, the subject comes, and then the verb comes, right? So WH word, helping verb, subject and main verb comes, right? We have to change into statement order. Statement word order. What is the statement word order? There, subject, verb, object. Right? Subject, verb, object. And we have to keep WH word here itself before the subject. Okay. So let us see that in the exercise. Fine. So what are the three changes we have to make while writing the interrogative sentences or questions into reported speech? One thing is we have to use question reporting verb such as asked, questioned, inquired, etc. etc. The second thing is we have to change pronoun, tense, place and time expressions as we did in the previous. And the third one is main thing is we have to change the word order, that is from question word order to we have to change it into statement or declarative sentences word order. So how to change that? Let us see. And another thing, in question there are two types of questions, right? One is WH questions and another is yes or no question. So there are two types of questions. So for the WH questions, we are keeping the WH word as it is. But in yes or no questions, we are using either if or whether as the linker. Okay, we are using in yes or no question, that is if or whether as the linkers. Remember, in WH questions we are using WH word as the linker, but in yes or no questions we are using if or whether as the linkers. Okay, that also you have to remember. Do not confuse while changing the sentences or writing the reported speech of WH question and yes or no questions. For yes or no questions, compulsorily we have to use either if or whether. Anyone you can use. There is no restrictions. Let us look the first example. What is the first example? Look here. He said, "What are you doing?" I used here he said. He said, "What are you doing?" Here, it is said here. But while writing the reported speech, what you have to write? Since it is a question, we have to say, he asked, reporting verb, asked I used. Okay? And another thing you have to remember, dear students, in the statements or in the declarative sentence, we used that. Do you remember? For example, he said that, he told me that, okay, that we used. But one thing you remember, you must fix it in mind. It's very important that we are not using that while writing the interrogative sentence into the reported speech. We are not using that. So this you have to remember. What are we not using? We are not using that here. That you have to remember very clearly and should not use at any cost. Okay? So he asked. So the WH word is remained as it is here. Then look at here. How the word order is changed. This is the helping verb, right? And this is the subject. Now the order of the subject and this helping verb is changed. It is interchanged. In the place of helping verb, subject has come. In the place of subject, helping verb has gone. So we have to change this here like this. Okay. See here. While writing the reported speech, he asked what you became, I here, are became was doing. He asked what I was doing. The direct speech is what? He said, what are you doing? He asked what I was doing. And another thing, dear students, you have to remember, we are not using question mark after writing the reported speech. Because we have changed the order of the question into question order of the word order of the question into word order of a statement. That's why we are not using question mark here. Now see here, the WH verb is as it is. Now it is subject verb, helping verb, and here it is main verb. Subject verb it came. Right? Fine. This is one of the things we have to remember, that we have to change the word order and we have to keep the WH word as it is. And we have to change the word order of the question into word order of the statement. Do not get confused. Look at the example carefully. You will understand what are the changes. And when solving other exercises, you will be clear in that. Next question. He asked, where is your father? He asked, where is your father? Here it is reporting verb is question reporting word itself. So, no tension. We are using the same question reporting verb. So, he asked where my father was. WH question word is remain same here, and in the place of your, my we have referred. In the place of my father, then is had gone here. Okay. He asked where my father was. He asked where my father was. And here is the full stop, not the question mark. He asked where is your father? He asked where my father was. Look at the third question. He asked, where did your father go yesterday? Where did your father go yesterday? And what is the answer? He asked where my father, this is which tense? Past tense, right? So back shift of the tense to what? To the past perfect. If it is in past tense, if the direct speech is in past tense, then we have to write in the past perfect tense. Okay, so to write here past perfect tense, we have to use had gone. He asked where my father had gone the day before. So here it is a present tense to past tense. Here past tense to past perfect tense. The back shift of the tense. Now the fourth question is an example example to what the yes or no question. Fourth question is example for yes or no question. Look at here. Do you like coffee? She asked. So here she asked if I like coffee. What are we used here? If. What I said here, for yes or no questions, we have to use either if or whether as the linking word, right? So here she asked if. So here, do you like coffee? In the place of do, what have we used? I. And here the tense, it is in the present tense, right? So we wrote it in the past tense. Do you like coffee? She asked. She asked if I liked coffee. If I liked coffee. One more example if I give for yes or no question. For example, is she here? Is she here? This is also yes or no question. How to write it in a reported speech? Is she here? He asked. He asked. He asked. He asked if she was there. He asked if she was there. So here, is she here? He asked. He asked if, here see, in the place of this. What is this? Yes or no. This is the helping word. Okay, helping word. In the place of helping word, what did we use? Here, the subject. In the place of subject, we wrote the helping verb. And the tense is also changed. Is she here? He asked. He asked her if she was there. The time expression is also changed. Here became a there. Okay, come to the fifth exercise. He asked her, why is the baby crying? He asked her, why is the baby crying? What type of a question is that? Yes, of course, it's a WH question, right? So, how to write the reported speech? You just try to find the answer and then you check the video whether it is correct or not. Then, if you have any confusions, you can make it clear by watching the video once again. He asked her, why is the baby crying? He asked her, why? Now what we have to write? Yes, the baby. Why the baby? Which tense is this? Present tense, right? Which tense you have to write? Yes, past tense. Why the baby was crying. Yes. He asked her why the baby was crying. So this is the word order of the question is changed into word order of the statement. Okay, why the baby was crying. Okay, let us look at another question. Does this hotel have a swimming pool? Does this hotel have a swimming pool? The guest inquired. So what type of a question is this? Yes, it is a yes or no question, right? So what are we using when writing yes or no question? What are the changes we have to make? One is tense, pronoun, then question word we have to use. Then what? Yes, we have to use either if or whether. Okay. So let me write. Along with me, you also try to write the answer for this question. the guest inquired. The guest inquired. Don't use that. Okay, the guest inquired. In the place of does, what we have to use? Yes, we have to use whether or if. The guest inquired if this becomes what? That. This becomes that. If that hotel, it's in which tense? Does have. Which tense? Yes, it's in the present tense, right? So we have to shift the tense into which tense? If it is in present tense, we have to shift it to the past tense. So the guest inquired if that hotel had a swimming pool. A swimming pool.